year, and so is finally having 20/20 vision. Now is the time to get your free LASIK exam at Jaffe LASIK to see if LASIK is right for you. LASIK can be a life changer, literally giving you 20/20 vision in minutes. Don't wait any longer because it's by far the best time to see if LASIK can work for you. That's right, if you're looking for LASIK in Louisville, Jaffe Custom LASIK has advanced custom LASIK technology, and now for the best price of just $295 per eye. Jaffe is the choice for fast, easy, and affordable LASIK. Jaffe LASIK can correct nearsightedness, farsightedness, and astigmatism. And now for the best price of just $295 per eye in Louisville. Start your 20/20 with 20/20 vision. Schedule your free LASIK exam today to see if LASIK is right for you. Dial ** 2020 or visit JaffeLASIK.com. Call and schedule your free LASIK exam. Just dial ** 2020 on your mobile phone now or visit JaffeLASIK.com. Dial ** 2020. The exam is absolutely free. Just dial ** 2020 on your mobile phone now. That's ** 2020. Dial ** 2020.
With UPS Future, you get seriously pumped. As a package handler, you'll have a great job. Starting pay is $14 per hour, and you can graduate debt-free with Metro College. We're also hiring CDL tractor-trailer drivers at $21 per hour and up. Find out what you'll become at upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Follow the sports leader. We are ESPN Louisville. Download the ESPN Louisville app today. Delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
This is Marcus Maven, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville from the OPC Services Studio.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's look at this steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Maven. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops in.
It's good to be here on a Monday, an odd Monday, because I can't really, well, we will, but it's hard to reflect.
Don't, Steve. Don't get me started off. Don't get me started off balance this morning. There will be absolutely zero Florida State talk in the first hour of this show. Brian Hall, I need you to know the rules. Lily, intern Lily, I need you to know the rules. John, everybody, I don't want to hear a single thing about Florida State in the first hour. I just beat North Carolina in the Yum Center.
Yeah.
These are huge games. I don't care what any of you say. I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm going to.
North Carolina talk.
Okay, legit. North Carolina talk, Steve.
No Seminole. Got
Listen, and here's the thing. I know how it felt for me to just like try to cut off exactly what we're worried about, like our biggest angst on a Monday morning.
Because and I don't know.
But let's just try.
I don't know if it aggravates me or if it's fair. Because like at this moment,
at 10:07 on February 24th, I forgot we played in North Carolina. Like, I am so like.
You know what? But that's why y'all got me here.
I know.
This is why.
I know.
This is why the city held Diener's feet to the fire and said, "You have to give middays with Marcus Maben a chance."
That's fair.
Like, because if you don't, then things like you're going to beat one of the number one point guard recruits in the country.
I know.
Is going to come into your building. You're going to frustrate him the entire game. You're going to make him look bad with your 6'5" freshman point guard. You're going to do pregame shows. You're going to be 22-5, and the rest of the world is going to try to ignore with the accomplishments.
I know. So I'll play that game. I'll go back to North Carolina for at least 45 minutes.
Nah, I don't. Listening
Maybe
to you,
50.
it's impossible. You just told me it's impossible.
Maybe 50. I can do
81-50, 93-9. Yeah, listen. Yeah, I get it. Yes, it feels like here's the problem, Steve. And I'm going to say it without saying it.
Right.
When you win on Saturday,
Yeah.
you got to get ready to win on Monday,
Right.
to accomplish the goals that we're looking to accomplish.
That's tourney.
So
Yeah.
So this is like the last time I get to do it in a regular season vibe.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, and then it's up in the 50s or 40s, but it was in the 50s this week, and it's just kind of like, man, it's kind of nice. It's just like
weather is breaking.
I know.
Texter, do you not Texter 338? Do you not understand the rules? We can't do the hype for this game stuff just yet. Like, dude, don't you owe Coach Mack better than that? He just worked Roy. I don't care. Like, don't tell me about depleted rosters. Don't tell me about inexperience. He's a second-year coach in the ACC.
I know. No, he's done a lot.
You did it without Stephen Enoch.
Yeah.
You did it without mostly your whole freshman class. So, like, I don't want to hear. Just because we got a deeper roster, we didn't really use it.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't use all our top 10 class.
Yeah, you're right.
You owe him more. You owe Coach Mack better than that.
And I will say, I can at least macro Saturday. It was a good win, and they did what they were supposed to do. It felt like.
Did they get better at anything?
I think so.
I
think so. And because it's more so much guys I want to talk about, but
815-0939 38-31-93-9 is the. I seen Kimbrough at the game. Look, here's the thing. I almost thought they messed up. I was gonna say it's Kimball, not Kimbrough.
That's funny.
I'm so glad I didn't.
And
say that.
I'm like, no, it's Harmon, and he was there.
Yeah.
And
not Jerome. Zion.
Yeah.
Who's Jerome? Marcus? Like what?
It's Jerome. Jerome.
What'd you just say?
That's funny. Listen.
I
know. Oh God. I know.
In grades.
I told Marcus when I come in here today, I was like, the way my age falls, I was like, does it make you sick that I come in here and I make these jokes on a daily basis about you not being in people's
because
top
Rummage Goes
five?
fanboy in some circumstances.
Yeah, so I come in today and Larry O'Bannon's in here and I'm like, dude, he's a legend, man. He's a legend. I'm just like, hey, what up, man? Hey.
I was listen. Here's the thing. Steve like throws those little jokes at me.
I know.
And here's my only comeback. Well, Steve, what do you think they say to me?
That was funny. That was good. That was a good one.
Look. What do you think Taekwon says to me? He says, "Number 5."
I know.
Right? And listen,
Yeah.
when Taekwon says that to me, I melt.
They should.
Because I'm like,
because he was number 5. So if he addresses you as that,
but he liked me. So
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying if he addresses you as that, that's a big
right.
Like
who do you think inspired Larry O'Bannon to dog?
I was just giving you the okay to be disgusted at me.
No,
like I was like that's fine because people are like, what are you doing? Man, I gotta go get this show with Maven today. Maven's calling me, man. I'm trying to eat lunch.
Talk to Larry. Come on, Steve. We're doing the show. I'm talking to Larry.
I know, right? So, okay, let me talk.
Macro. What do we improve?
Well, I'm gonna macro, but I'm gonna have to micro into the macro.
Okay,
hear me out. Let me give you a couple numbers because this can't go overlooked this week. Couple numbers here. and I don't know if we're gonna get the grades or not today.
Yeah, we have to.
We can try,
at least a quick version.
Yeah, we may be able to get a little quicker version in today. But listen, on Saturday, you ready for this? 31 minutes. I'm sorry. Yeah, 31 minutes. 8 of 11. 17 points. 9 rebounds. And 2 assists. Somebody's like, man, Jordan had a good game.
Dwayne had a great game.
Dwayne played well, yeah. It's Malik Williams. 17 points. 9 rebounds. 2 assists.
And left 8 easy points on the floor.
Coming off of 20-some minutes. 23? 14 points. 13 rebounds against. Listen, Marcus. This week alone. Look, I'm so pathetic. He literally, you're looking, he had 31 points. Or what was it? Wait, hang on. Let's see. He had 14. Yeah, he had 14 and 17. 31 points this week from Malik Williams. On the rebound side, this dude, we're talking 20, 31, and 22 from Malik Williams this week. Now, the reason I bring that up is because, and the only guy I can use locally is Nick Richards.
Ooh, okay, this ought to be interesting. Okay. Everybody, turn up your volume a little bit because I want Steve Rummage on the record with this one because he looks confident about what he's about to say.
Because, and before you get aggravated with me and Marcus, if you're a Kentucky fan listening, and I know you are, we've openly loved Nick Richards. When y'all hated him, we were like, nah, I'd take him in a heartbeat.
We were hoping his frustration increased.
Yeah, like
hoping to see him enter one of those portals or something.
Listen, and
willing to commit violations on behalf of him.
And listen, right. And look, and here's the thing. I still haven't soured on that. Like, I love what he's a great player.
Yeah.
So, when he started playing well, they literally were all around this studio and everywhere else were screaming Conference Player of the Year.
His praises. Okay, go ahead.
And I'm not really mad at Malik not getting that, but this is my point. Okay, Nick Richards against Florida, which I understand. Carry black shirt, whatever, that's fine. He had 9 and 6 in 29 minutes.
9 and 6.
You go back one game, LSU, just looking at some of his recent games, LSU in 31 minutes, 13 and 6. I mean, I'm not saying he had bad games.
Yeah, these are wins.
Yeah. Like these are. I mean, it's good games.
This is Nick Richards we're talking about.
Yeah.
in his last couple of wins.
Yeah, like so. I'm not upset with these. I mean, these are good numbers. 16 and 7 against in 35 minutes.
Whew. It's a lot of minutes.
Yeah, against Ole Miss. I'll go back one more, and I'm blindly looking at these last two. I looked at the first two last night, but 12 and 7 in 35 minutes against Vandy.
All wins.
Right.
All wins that everybody has been excited about.
And listen, and this conversation isn't going where I think some of you think it's going. Where I'm gonna go, see, now you got to give. What I'm gonna say, I'm not even yelling at the people that this ain't one of those where I'm like, see, no, they better get because they're not gonna give credit.
This is not comparison, but segment.
But what I can say is to the Louisville fan base, Malik Williams is playing some elite level center basketball and is leaving some food on the table.
Right.
If we've gained an All-American because the reason I say that is because on Saturday on the postgame I said Malik Williams had an All-American caliber week. And just the look I even got, I was like, no. You can't even, don't even give me that look.
Yep. Because
I was like, Nick Richards puts up similar numbers and it's All-American.
Right.
And he's done it for a longer period of time and probably deserves SEC player of the year.
And give it the credit for the dunks and that element, the block shots.
Yeah.
The dunks,
Yeah. Right. And I said that too. Like, look, Nick Richards can block shots at an elite level. Malik Williams can step out and knock down the three at an elite level. So, I mean, like, they do things. Like, cool. But my point is, what if, because you ask what got better,
What got better this game?
And I kind of coupled Syracuse in.
Okay.
But,
Or the last two games. That's
yeah,
fine.
yeah. But what if you're gaining elite level center play at a position that's kind of
You're saying elite. I'm saying efficient.
efficient's fine. I'm just saying though, but the numbers compared to the other centers in the country that we call elite numbers, that's what he's putting up. What if we gain that going forward?
And see, I don't even have to go that far. All I have to do is say, to me, what we gained, what we improved at.
Yeah.
The first thing because I asked you the question, the first thing jumps to my mind is trust.
Yeah.
We gained trust on inside passing.
Yep.
Something that simple. I trust that Dwayne Sutton is going to catch the ball on the wing and be able to drive it to the middle of the floor.
Fact.
I trust that if David Johnson gets the ball in the middle of the paint and I'm open, I need to start getting ready to score.
Yep.
Because it's going to find its way to me.
Yep.
Malik Williams started getting his feet together in the North Carolina game.
Yeah, man.
David was making the right pass in the Syracuse game, but Malik wasn't really expecting. He was reacting when the ball was in his hands.
Yep.
This game, he was getting into his motion as the ball was coming.
Yep.
So you gained trust between, okay, I know what you're going to shoot. I know what you're not going to shoot. There was a bit of good, and it kind of agitates me because these are simple things, that should already have been a part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get a fresh David Johnson late and new trust coming in the last three games, it could get scary.
It's a conversation. Listen, I said better late than never.
Mm-hmm.
It's a conversation that we can have a year or two down the road if it continues to be that way, or if it costs us and continues to cost us in years to come. But for this year specifically, I'm going to credit Coach Mack with making the change, making changes in the rotations, watching that come together. Because, man, what I watched on Saturday, you go back and watch the replay, and Jimmy Dykes, whether you like him or not, and I don't really care. Nothing wrong with him, but I don't really care for his analysis all the time.
Right.
But Jimmy Dykes is just consistently saying, this is a Final Four team, man. He's like, this team right here can be a Final Four caliber team. That was a Final Four caliber win.
If I was doing expert analysis,
Right.
I would say that somebody gonna get that phone. It's killing me.
I think it's somebody already got it.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know who is on the line.
Oh, somebody didn't type it in? Okay.
I don't know
So
who's
here's the
on the
thing. If I were to give expert analysis, I would say this is a Sweet 16 team that should be rounding into Elite Eight form,
Yeah.
right? Like, I'm not putting them in the Final Four because I watched Kansas, Baylor, Gonzaga, San
Yeah.
Diego State, watched a couple other, even watching Ohio State a little bit, in the condensed. Like, it's a couple teams that keep me in the, the Sweet 16 territory.
Yeah.
But with the late season fixes, with that momentum,
I know, man.
I go from 16 to 8.
Yeah.
Now, Final Four, you would also have to, Final Four, you would have to grow in the execution, the efficiency department.
Right.
And what I mean by that is, if you get this team into an ACC championship mode against a Duke or a Florida State, and they show that they're mature enough to go do something like win like that kind of basketball, then I'd participate in that conversation heavy.
Well, and that's a conversation we will have here in the next segment or so about, because I do want to ask you about mentality.
Brian
tonight.
Hall, who do we have on the line? Is he typing it in right now, or and he not?
I don't know.
he just hey, hello, who is this? Hold on.
Mario.
There we go.
Let me get right to the phone lines. Mario, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, what's going on, fellas? If I sound funny, I just came out of the dentist's office.
Oh, dang.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I was down in Atlanta with that terrible game, But what I was wanting to ask you was, since we playing Florida State, they're a real big team. For just a brief moment, and I hope I got the lineup right. He had Enoch, Malik in with Nora and Samuels and David.
Mm-hmm.
You think we would possibly see that lineup again against? Because it looked pretty good, man. Because Malik could get out there on the wing, and they was defending pretty well. But he only had them in there for a few minutes together. I had never seen that all year, and I was just wondering. I would think I don't know if he's been practicing doing it in practice, whatever. But I was wondering if we possibly see that lineup again against Florida State.
Listen, Mario, that's a good question. I appreciate the call. Here's where we have to open up this can of worms. We're singing. I'll say this: we've been singing Malik Williams' praises, right?
Yeah.
I was on record the last two games. I said I thought that that David Johnson was going to help Steve more than he helped Malik, right? Coach Mack kind of alluded to asking Steve, can he go?
Yeah.
And I thought his wording was kind of interesting, saying, Steve said he couldn't go, and for next game we're going to need him to play through it a little bit, like kind of a little bit of pressure, but not really pressure, but maybe this is where the Mac DNA is about being tough.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I mean, and we do need Steve. Because and I feel like I do this every single time when I come in here. I'm like, look, my praise of Malik isn't a knock on Steve a lot of times, and this one isn't. Tonight, listen, I think tonight would be ideal for something like that, only because you're gonna.
I can't believe we play tonight.
I know, no, it's so quick, and it's huge. But you're gonna go zone if you put those two in together majority of the time. Mm-hmm. I don't. And listen, this kind of negates itself, or it's kind of a double. What's the word I'm looking for?
Double-edged sword.
Yeah,
catch-22.
Yes, yeah, catch-22. That's really what I was looking for. But they shoot the ball so well from the outside that it's odd to go zone. But I would rather, even the way they shoot the ball, I would rather play zone, extend that out, which that zone looked good with those 5 that he mentioned in the game, because Malik Williams can go from block to wing quick, block to corner quick.
Right.
That maybe that's something you go with today, so that way you don't necessarily get you a one-on-one, because what I can't have is Florida State getting to the bucket, getting David in foul trouble.
Getting to the middle.
Yeah, because they are a big. They're probably the only team we'll play all year that there's probably maybe 3 teams in the country out of the top, 15 or whatever, that you'll play that you can legitimately say they're bigger than us.
Uh-huh.
And Florida State's one of them. I mean, they're guards. You're talking 6'4", 6'6", 6'7". You're talking 1s and 2s. Now we got that too, but I don't know. I mean, I think that could be a case.
So while we're saying, okay, do you think Stephen Enoch has regressed? Do you think it's injury? Like how much do you think is injury? Because like I said, you have to ask this question. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, again, we saw him out there. He looked like he was moving good at first, made a couple mistakes. We were kind of rooting for him to have a good game.
I didn't realize he was hurt during the game. I will say that.
I mean, it was from the Syracuse game.
Yeah, and for some reason, I'll just admit that totally slipped me from even the Syracuse game. So I had no idea that there was really even a lingering injury. I don't know if I just wasn't listening or what happened. So I kind of got worried for Steve,
right?
Because during watching the game, I'm thinking, I'm not aware in my own mind that there's an injury there. So I'm thinking, oh man, if he come back small, I'm like, he may be like, nah, I just can't go with Steve.
You thought he was just kind of mad at Steve.
Yeah. So now hearing the injury, that changes that for me a little bit. But I am interested to see kind of how he deals with that going forward, because whether it's an injury or not, Malik really took advantage of the minutes. And even against Syracuse, while we praised Malik for 14 and 13, I was like, y'all do know Steve had 9 and 5 in 11 minutes. Like, that's on pace to be like a 2014 game.
And he got those late. So that's why you didn't. That's what another reason you got the ankle stuff out of your head.
Yeah,
because you're like, okay, I get the the ankle might have swollen.
and
up,
I do remember
but
him turning that ankle.
Right. You saw him. He kind of
right in front of me.
Yeah. Kind of skirted on the ground a little bit. But
watch it now.
But he was getting those dunks and the technicals late. That's why you assumed he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I do understand. They're swelling up, ankles after the game and things like that.
Yeah.
So I could see where Coach would dig into the toughness bag.
Yeah.
Because that's just him. That's just how he operates.
Right.
Okay. So
they're big, man.
I don't think Steve had a regression.
No, I don't either.
Like I said, he might not got off to the best start. And here's the thing: if you're like I am, we've talked about this comment. By the way, Ellis told me to stop calling him out, Steve.
Fair enough.
Look, and he did it. He did it in a way that would scare you to death.
I know. No, I heard it.
Hey, man, stop calling me out, bro.
I know. I was like, I didn't say a word, but I was like,
he did it.
I didn't say a word, but I heard it out of my left ear, and I was like, I'll never speak his name on the air again.
You know what people say? Look, Steve was like, yeah, Marcus, I told you.
I know. Right?
Look. So, but point being, I always made those jokes bringing Ellis into it. But here's the thing: at this point, it was up to Coach Mack. Mm-hmm. It's up to him. Was up to him. It's up to him to say, okay, if David makes the right pass and you mess it up, I'm gonna have to start giving David a pass. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Like here's the thing: there was this play, people, and this is like a specific. This was a specific moment where I'm just like, it was a growth moment. Mm-hmm. Okay. I forget who was guarding Anthony, right?
Okay.
Maybe it was Sam. Maybe it was Ryan. Somebody was guarding Anthony on the wing.
Right.
I think maybe Darius. Point being, David Johnson was in the help side. He wasn't even guarding Anthony, right?
Yeah.
Guy puts a move on. Let's just let's not use Darius. Let's say Sam.
Okay.
Guy puts a move on Sam. Hits the three right over him, right? Coach Mack yells at David, tell him you got his help, man. Tell him you're there to support him. Talk his neck. So Mack's thing is about he wants the good offensive players.
Yeah, it was Sam. I remember.
Coach Mack wants the defense to see multiple players in the area to discourage them from even trying to penetrate.
Right.
So he hits that pull up, and David's like he's kind of there and help, but he's not talking to him, but he's there. And when that shot goes in and Coach Mack starts yelling at David for not talking in a supportive way, I was just like, imagine being David on that one. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, Coach, you're just talking now.
Right.
Right? Like, I mean, thankfully they're bought in. But I could just see myself saying, Coach, look, he just rocked him back and hit the shot.
I know.
Like, he knew.
Great move.
Listen, he knew I was right here. I knew I was right here.
Yeah. What'd you want me to do?
You're right. You talk more, Steve. Just tell him you're here for emotional lane support. Yeah. No, listen,
Sam, buddy, I'm here.
I got what Coach was saying.
No, he's right because if anything,
it's a good defensive tactic.
Cole hears him. You know what I'm saying? Cole
right.
Anthony hears him. Sam hears him. It makes it feel like somebody's there.
Yeah, there's more people here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while it was funny, here's the thing: if I'm Coach Mack, and I yell at David for not being there as a supportive voice for Sam, who's guarding Cole Anthony, then if Sam gets to the basket, drops the ball off, and Malik has 2 seconds and doesn't get a bucket off of the 2-second window right under the basket.
Yeah.
I can't keep yelling at David for not being the spiritual support of Sam and then not get on Steve.
But I do think
who doesn't catch that ball or do his job.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the only reason I will say this, he was different with Sam. I do think with Malik coming on, I think Coach Mack sees, and this could be a whole nother conversation, I'm not really doing this, but I think Coach Mack sees Sam as the final stone, Thanos stone, where it's like,
right.
Because we did see some stuff out of Sam Saturday.
Yeah.
Over the week, really, but Saturday
we could see Sam doing the right thing. He needed reps.
He did the right thing against Syracuse, and he made majority of the right moves against North
I
Carolina.
hate the floater straight down the middle because I always wait for the charge.
I know.
That's his shot. He's comfortable with it.
Yeah, I mean, he gets there, though, man. He got to the line. He got fouled. He hit his free throws.
I think here's the thing, and this is just like a minor, detail for me in particular. He gets to the basket not expecting to go dunk it and score.
Agree.
Like he's looking for the contact.
Sure.
But here's the thing. He's not going up strong and looking for the contact. He's kind of going up a little weaker when he gets to the basket.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's getting that habit from Jordan, from Fresh, from the older guys.
I totally agree.
Yeah, they don't really. Dan Dockett said it. High jump, stop broad jumping.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because you guys can jump a lot higher than you think.
Pump fake in the corner right in front of us. He goes to the basket. At no point did he look like he squared up to ever shoot the ball.
Or was high enough to even do anything.
He was underneath. But it's a step forward for him to drive that ball because he had just got an open look from three and missed it. He gets it back. He pump fakes. He goes to the basket, draws that foul, and he may have went 1 for 1 that time.
And Texter, I'm not blaming Jordan. I'm saying some habits that older players have wear off on a younger guy.
Oh yeah.
Darius's style changed when Christian Cunningham joined the team.
Yeah.
Darius was a different type of attacker.
You take on at times.
Yeah, because you play with these guys. You take on some moves they have. You take on some bad habits too. Like
sure.
Yeah, it's a fact. You can't.
Yeah. That's nothing against Jordan or Sam. I mean, that's just fact.
By the way, are we going to tell Pops Wara that we're done with him and we replaced his mother as the Wara reference?
I think
the
so.
Parent.
Yeah.
Brian Hall, quick story. Why did Jordan's mom come up and check me at Al J's?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I said, why did Jordan's mom come up and check me at Al J's?
I believe it was probably for something that was said last week on the show, and it might have referred to her son in a bad way.
Mom's Wara came up to me and said, yeah, like, he has a mother too, right? I'm like, excuse me? Yeah, like Jordan, he has a mother.
Yeah.
Look, and stop talking about the way my husband smells.
Yeah.
Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because y'all were talking about, I think, hugging Wara, Mr. Wara after the game.
Moms didn't quite say that, but her energy said, I need you to know that
I'll tell you what,
moms,
like dads, I'm like, okay, we can have a conversation about your son. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool. Moms scare me to death. So I'm getting the equipment together, and I hear over my shoulder, yeah, Mom's Wara. I'm like, I just gave him 2 Fs last week.
Right?
I know, like immediately. I'm sitting there.
And she knows. You don't have to tell her.
I know. I'm like, oh God.
Listen.
And look, it's not just Mom's Wara. It's Auntie Wara too. And you're like,
look,
oh no.
Look, I don't know if they're twins, but
they look a lot alike.
They look very, very much alike. So Mom's Wara, Auntie Wara come up checking us, right? We see them at the game, and they are having a blast.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right? Like she was.
Awesome.
Mom's Wara was enjoying a basketball game that her son was playing, like you would expect. Look, dad, and especially coaching dads, like they're never like impressed by anything their kid does. They're like, yeah, you should have 40 points. Like,
right.
Mom's is like, that's my dog.
No, it was
right?
just awesome
it's a party.
to watch.
She was having a good time.
She's in the circle now.
No doubt. She is for sure in the circle of trust. Right. He attacked the boards.
He was awesome. All jokes aside, I mean,
he attacked. He put the ball on the floor. He had to pull up.
It was one of his better all around basketball games. I heard Drew bring out the stat this morning: second most offensive rebounds he's had all year. I mean, it seemed like really that was one of his best all around performances on Saturday.
Yeah, and
sneak peek at the grade session apparently.
Listen,
right.
And we're gonna have to get to the grade session after the commercial break. No, for him to, here's the thing. He does a lot of unfundamentally sound stuff.
Right.
But what agitates you is he knows all the fundamental stuff.
I know.
And it's good to see when he's not playing as well as he wants, him go back to the fundamental stuff he knew how to do, but that he hasn't halfway had to do since he was 16 because he felt like he was just learning the offensive side of the game and being really effective. I mean, of course, he's always been a good player, but digging back in his bag, his real bag, his original bag, like the dusty book at the bottom of the bag. Like, oh yeah, I hadn't done this in a while.
Yeah.
I hadn't, drop step, used the glass. I haven't exploded around the basket. I did, I hadn't done the hard backdoor cut.
Even guys as big as strong as him, I mean, the way he shoots the ball, and the form in which he shoots the ball is what I'm saying. He probably wasn't always able to, from 30 feet, to just step back and pull that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he probably made. And
he shot about 3 quick twitch.
Do you remember being at the Derby Classic watching him? Yeah. And we said that day, we were right there underneath the basket, and I said, this Warwick kid, I'm watching, like, he finishes around the basket better than anybody in this game.
Strong.
Yeah, like
he was so strong.
I was like, this is Shane Bohannon. Like,
that's what we were calling him. Yeah, just as far as just strength and body type.
Right.
Yeah, like you saw him, like you knew he could shoot. Here's the thing: he shot about 2 quick twitch 3-pointers, and those are like the blow the doors off the building quick twitch.
Oh yeah.
But
and I don't want him to not do that.
Yeah, the other looks he got, he took his time, got in rhythm. Those corner looks he's getting from David, those are going to be some. Those are going to be some money balls.
I know, man.
Late in the season. I tell you what, grades are coming up next. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
After putting just over 100,000 miles on my old Acura, I couldn't resist the urge and the design of a new one at Neil Huffman Acura at Oxmoor. The 2019 TLX impressed me with the design, the technology, and the low cost of ownership, just like the entire Acura line. And just like my first purchase from Neil Huffman Acura at Oxmoor 5 years ago, the process was easy. I'll get 2 years of maintenance, and I can rest easy with 50 years of Neil Huffman dealership experience behind me. So visit the team over at Acura or online at neilhuffman.com.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Have you been in a car wreck? Insurance companies can be really tough to deal with on your own. I'm Sam Aguiar, and our team is here to help. We have been fortunate enough to represent thousands of people from Kentucky communities, and we would love to speak with you about your potential case. Our team loves what we do. The consultation for you is free, and we don't charge you anything unless we win the case for you. So come be a part of our team. Our phone number is easy, 502-888-8888. 502-888-8888.
Hey, U of L fans, this is Zach here from Great Flow Brewing Company. I'm happy to announce that our new restaurant out on Shelbyville Road is now open and ready for business. We hope you can stop by for lunch after 11 and for our happy hours from 2 to 6. We also offer late night menu with nice specials. Hope to see you out there soon. Go Cards.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529, offices Louisville.
Ma, the meatloaf! Fuck! Look at you yelling for Mom's meatloaf. You don't really want Mom's meatloaf. You want thigh wings from Wing Zone. With ESPN Radio's help, Wing Zone Louisville sells more thigh wings than any other Wing Zone in the country. Thigh wings are delicious bone-in cuts of dark meat that eat just like a wing. Come try them in any of our 17 amazing flavors. Wingzone.com. You got it.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best time transferable, best installation in town, quality products, siding, and
I'll find out. I don't know where the pre is. Hold on.
efficient in 2019 and have an A-plus Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
Military veteran Jeff Platt and girlfriend Summers Montgomery fell in love with a ring they saw on their very first visit to Genesis Diamonds.
The excitement on her face when she saw that, I'll never forget.
It was a stunning handcrafted ring by designer Jack College with a rare Asher-cut diamond, but they didn't buy it. In fact, they spent an entire year shopping around, but nobody could beat Genesis when it came to design, value, and selection.
The number one common thing was they didn't even have the cut. No one had it. They had to order it. The choices were just not there like it is here at Genesis.
And nobody had the designer names Genesis has, so getting that wow factor wasn't easy.
And so every time we looked at another ring, the look wasn't there, the smile, the enthusiasm.
Yeah, it's pretty, but it's not the ring.
Of course, they ended up back at Genesis, and today they're happily married and Summers is wearing the ring of her dreams.
It shines. It's just a gorgeous ring.
And Jeff?
I will highly recommend this to everybody that I run across. I won't go anywhere else to buy jewelry after this experience.
Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
We always have our focus around here at ESPN Louisville. Not focus with an F, but with a PH.
Focus is our go-to drink when it's time for a pick-me-up around the office. Focus is a naturally energizing caffeinated sparkling water, so it's free of any of the bad stuff you find in sodas and energy drinks.
So pick up a Focus around Louisville at places like Kroger, Lucky's, Rainbow Blossom, Heine Brothers, Paul's Fruit Market, and CVS. And save 15% when you use code ESPN15 at drinkfocus.com. PHOCUS. Try it today.
Are on YouTube. Share it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The grading section is starting.
Real quick before we do that, how many times you stopped the call today? I was just curious.
Congratulations, ladies! Last night, way to put your foot on the gas against Pittsburgh. They were trying to cheat you from the beginning. They did not listen.
You want to pause?
Here's the thing. From the beginning, I'm like, listen, if you're going to referee these games against Louisville for the rest of the year like this, you're putting us in danger. And I'm telling you, they didn't bat an eyelash, and they kept their foot on the gas. Got some of the younger ladies who didn't have as much playing time in. Great job.
They came prepared because, those games, Pittsburgh had 4 wins coming into the game, so it was kind of one of those games that you don't want them to overlook.
Pittsburgh was very kind to Yassine Diop.
Yeah, it was cool.
Honoring her. Good job. That was very, very classy. I was glad to see that because you didn't know if it was going to be like some bad blood for getting out of there. You can always tell it's a good person if you go back to the crib after you leave and they don't give you a hard time.
Yeah, sure. That was cool.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's grading time. Tell a friend. Get ready for the grades. Brian Hall, do you have your spreadsheet of players and minutes played ready to roll?
I do.
We should have had imaging for this. Let's go.
Once again, we're going to start it out with mentioning 4 guys at once. We got Keith Otto, Grant Williams.
Are we gonna just say
Hugh Orbo and Quinn Slazinski all registered 1 minute, getting in there late?
Are we gonna just do the class act gradings?
Yeah.
Listen. This is the one free one I get. The grading segment brought to you by Class Act
Car Wash.
Yeah, right. Fair enough. Yeah.
You know what this would be nice for? We need to call our guy over at he's never gonna talk to me again. Matt Willinger. My gosh. The U of L alumni.
Where is he at?
Grading segment. That'd be good.
We gave him open. This is why I don't give open invitations, because when people don't take me up on them,
feel like he doesn't like you.
Right?
Yeah.
Like Ken, I saw Ken at the game, and I'm like, hey, you come back in. He's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Ken, like the show, like come in sometime. He's you know what he told me? Call his agent.
Yep. And he's serious.
No, he didn't say that, people. Okay, I'm listening.
All right, so we're moving on because
no, we can't.
For 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists.
Wrong. Yes, you're right, but you're right, but we can't move along just yet because there's one problem. I got to get this off my chest. I called Steve at a random time and said, Steve, I don't know if this flew under the radar or not, but did y'all see Quinn get in the game, get matched up against his guy, give his guy a jab step, get into the middle of the lane, sidestep for the and one that should have been an and one, but the referee gave a charity call because he didn't want U of L getting late game buckets on the line like that. And listen, when you go back and look at the replay, people, I want you to look at the last 2 minutes. Like, go to YouTube and just scroll to the last 2 minutes and look at Quinn Slazinski with the ball. Look how comfortable he is making that move.
I agree.
Right? Like
he looks like he's
he looks like he can play, man.
Yeah.
He really looks like he can play. And I'm like, Coach?
Yeah.
Coach? Don't have these kids all good and sitting on your bench the whole time and you act like they can't play. But you bring David along at the right time, and he looks healthy, so I'm going to lay off. But I did like watching Quinn.
Fair.
So Quinn, the rest of the guys will get an incomplete, but I'm going to give Quinn at least a grade B.
Fair enough.
All right, so let's kick it off here. We'll start with Steven Enoch, who played 5 minutes on 0 of 1 shooting. He had 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 turnovers, 0 steals, all zeros.
He gets an incomplete. If he's dealing with an ankle injury and you're getting 5 minutes, like I can't grade him.
You can't grade somebody on 5 minutes.
Yeah,
It's tough.
Well, 5 minutes because of an injury. You know what I'm saying? Like if that had been a 5 minutes of just crap play, and then coach wouldn't play him again, maybe. But like,
I'm fighting that one.
Go for it.
I kind of want to give him a grade.
Okay.
Okay, there's incomplete. It's pass fail. What other kind of grade could I give him? I'm looking for some kind of grade because here's the thing. He did miss a block out that didn't look ankle affected. You know what I'm saying? It looked like he kind of lost his guy, and he missed.
That's tough.
He missed
though,
the
man.
pass.
I mean, God, he was only in there for 3 or 4 minutes. Like it's like, dude, okay, well, yeah, but I mean, so did Malik. You know,
you're right. Incomplete's fine. Okay, that's the not incomplete.
All right, so up next we got Darius Perry. He played 14 minutes on 2 of 5 shooting. He was 1 of 3 from 3 with 5 points, 2 assists, no turnovers.
He looked a lot more relaxed.
Yeah, I'll give him. Here's what I'll do.
He passed up on a couple quick trigger 3-pointers that he normally takes.
I thought so. I'm going to grade Darius on a serious curve here. And this is almost like one of them grades where I'm like, I'm giving you the grade, but I can take it away. Listen, I'm gonna give Darius a B-. And the reason I'm gonna do that is because it looked as though Darius has bought in. I don't know what next year's gonna hold for Darius, but it looks like for the rest of this year, he's bought into my role may be sub 15 minutes at this point, but you're going to get fairly smart play in that 15 minutes. I thought you were right. He passed up on a couple looks. One time passed up, got to the free throw line, pulled up, knocked it down.
Listen, he went baseline, left hand, got it out to Sam, got him a beautiful wide open look.
And if Darius buys into that role, there will be a game. If Louisville's in Atlanta, there will be a game between now and then where Darius has about 16 and wins the game for you. Or not wins the game, but it's a massive part as to why you win the game if he continues to play with the attitude I saw on Saturday.
You buy in and get it rolling up.
Because he's still a good player. And that's a pretty good stat line for 14 minutes, honestly.
Like I said, to my you know what I'll do? I can agree with you. I'll give him the B-. But if he has a bad game, next game, then I'm gonna say that was North Carolina.
It was North Carolina, right?
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
I will drop it back down if he doesn't come with the same attitude.
Yeah, because I thought his attitude against Syracuse was good too. The game didn't back it up, but his game backed it up against Carolina. So we'll see.
I'll give him that B-, right? But you have some extra credit homework to do. I'm just giving you this B- so you don't get in trouble and you're eligible to play.
Yeah, and if you turn that and if you turn that paper into me on Monday, we're good.
Sound like you've been through that before, Steve.
All right, so
grades are always good, but I had a couple of those.
Up next, we got Samuel Williamson, who played 14 minutes on 1 of 4 shooting. He was 0 of 1 from 3. He had 5 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnovers.
I will give Sam a C+. I will give him a C+ because the coaches are putting you in there. First of all, they're wanting. Okay, put it this way. I've decided officially that the coaches want you to play. They're actively wanting you to play. Sometimes I feel like, okay, of course coaches want all their players to do good, right? But it's like coach values some skill sets a little more than others.
Fair.
For this team, I think he's working with Sam a little harder, you know what I'm saying, to get him along quicker. So your grading scale is a little tougher than somebody else's. So for the way coach is trying to get you involved and the players are finding you on plays, you can't miss opportunities in the paint. You can't miss, you can't get to the line and miss 2 free throws, things like that. I don't know if he did. I know he missed 1, but what I'm just saying is everybody would kill for the opportunity you're getting right now. And I think you're just enjoying the opportunity more than going to take things. You know what I'm saying? You have the opportunity to take a lot of minutes, take leadership, take charge on the team. So I'm going to give him a C+.
I was going to go C. A lot of what you just said, I think that he, again, 14 minutes, I mean, the stat line isn't terrible, but, 5 points, but you were 1 of 4 shooting. And the only reason I say is you got to the bucket quite a bit. Now you've got to start finishing those. You've got to start getting an and one, getting something. But I'm only giving a C because I'm looking at Sam and I'm saying, hey, I'm starting to expect more out of you.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's my point.
Because when we first started this class, Sam, you were kind of like the kid I wasn't expecting anything out of. When I started grading you, now I'm starting to expect more. So whereas a C, I was so thrilled with the C, I'm not now. So
you know what Sam is? Sam is, as my teacher, as I am Sam's teacher.
Yeah.
Sam is the guy that came to school, right, on the first couple of days of school. He had on the nice clothes and he had the button-up collar shirts on, right? And what happened is, I noticed him. He was a good student when he came here, right? So that's a good little student I got right there. Couple weeks in, he starts hanging with the wrong crowd, right? And all of a sudden he's dressing different. His clothes, not fitting him like they used to. He's just he's changing. You know what I'm saying? He's not focused, right? And I feel like at some point I met his parents, right? And and I had to talk about, he's kind of might be running with the wrong guys a little bit, And I feel like the parents went and talked to him, and now he came back into school dressing nice again, and carrying himself a little better, right?
Yeah, fair.
So I think he's ready to play.
Yeah, I agree, man.
But that's why he gets a tough grade of C+.
But I'm still
because I know your parents, Sam.
But what I'm saying though too is I'm still was kind of impressed with you too, because when I watched, like I said, feels like you're kind of turning a corner a little bit. So, but we'll see. We'll see going forward. I'm gonna stick with the C though.
Sam, C+.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Ryan McMahon. He played 21 minutes on 1 of 5 shooting, 1 of 4 from 3. He had 6 points, 1 rebound, no assists, 1 steal, no turnovers.
I'm going to give Ryan a B+. Ryan also had the distraction of his boys in town. He puts the move on his guy in the step back, hits the bucket in his face. Like I said, he took the right shots. He got some wide open shots, didn't knock him down. I felt like he was shocked he was so wide open that it caused him to miss. But I think he did the right. He should have got the foul call when he penetrates. He gets the ball over to Jordan. Jordan ends up getting fouled. He draws 2 fouls at least. He's kind of tough on the ball. Yeah, I'll give him a B+.
I was going to go B- because I don't think Ryan was terrible Saturday. I think he was just a casualty of other guys having good games. And I think it was a game where Louisville started to realize they can get to the bucket and started to do it. And Ryan just kind of got phased out. Like I think it was like one of those things where, what did he, he shot 5 times, like
I said, he got good looks. Again, yeah. I knew his people were in there. That always shake you up a little bit. So, yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah, I'll go B-.
Like he's a student. I know what's going on at home. I read about your people in the paper. You got some stuff going on. So I'm going to cut you some slack this week. Mm-hmm. B+. B all.
Next up, we got Lamar Fresh Kimball. He played 21 minutes on 2 of 7 shooting. He was 0 of 3 from 3 with 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 turnover.
I'll give Fresh. I'm going to give Fresh a solid B because I've been tough on Fresh for the last couple weeks, but I think Fresh. I tweeted this out, and I do believe. I think that was the final change in the starting lineup. I think Fresh will be inserted in there. I like Fresh and David together. I need a little more. I don't really even mind your assist numbers not being great because I think David in the game kind of is that guy. But Fresh, I gave Fresh Kimball on Sunday the defensive player of the game. And watching Fresh, I thought he was awesome.
He took on the challenge.
I'm glad you said that. That's perfect. Fresh, even though he may have got bested a couple times, he accepted that challenge from the tip. And I was like, if that's what you'll do to start the games, that's exactly what we need.
Brian Hall, you want to hit that station ID? Yeah. Okay, well, with Fresh with me, I thought he showed up, accepted.
Good.
Like he knew he wanted to go. Okay, hit it.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Yeah, Fresh showed up, he accepted the challenge. He didn't back off. He didn't blame anybody. He fought to get around screens. Like a lot of times guys who know they have a tough challenge will kind of give up the switch a little easier and take that on. I think Fresh competed, and I was going to give him a good C+, which is, a good grade for him. I still can expect a lot more out of my oldest player in my class.
And I agree with that, yeah.
I will the move on Cole Anthony before the half that sent a message to Cole Anthony with the ooh and ah, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I think that kind of shook them up a little bit.
Yeah.
So that is what bumps his C+ up to a B.
Not a lot of teams, man, have a point guard or have a guard that down the stretch, he looked at Cole Anthony, looked at the clock, and said, okay. And here's the thing. You talk about a contract at the rim. He made Cole Anthony accept the contract out on the court. Like, all right, this is you, this is me. It was clear. Everybody else on the court stopped.
Nobody else has anything to do with this.
I'm going to shoot, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot.
Like, I promise you, I'm going to shoot this ball. I'm not going to pass it.
Yeah, it's me and you. And he put a filthy move on him, man. And got that bucket. That was big time.
Yeah, like
big time.
Yeah, that'll just shake you up.
So I got to go B, man.
It was funny. You talked about him selling out after he knew he got beat pretty good.
Yeah. He didn't quite get him as bad after I went back on
Right.
film and watched, because from where I was sitting, it looked like maybe he'd come back into him. He didn't, but the point was still there. He
knew something. Yeah.
He knew he got rocked back on his heels pretty good, and he went full out at Fresh. Like
I got to contest the shot.
Yeah, and he still knocked it down. I mean, yeah. So no, I like that. I like that starting five right there, and I think that's something.
I tell you what, Brian, just go ahead and play us out. We'll do our
finish
last
up the
couple
starters.
grades, and then we can start talking about then we can start talking about the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Which is quite possibly the biggest game of the year, and our entire season is going to come down to a Monday night matchup. We don't need to talk about who's doing the refereeing for this game. We don't need to talk about
With same
Hey, Marcus.
delivery,
Are y'all doing pregame in studio?
amateur
Are you doing your all's pregame show in studio? Okay. Just was wondering.
hors d'oeuvres, fondue and flambeurs, midnight snackers, brown baggers, bakers, and throw it in the microwavers. At Kroger, you can get all the fresh you want at a great price with same-day pickup and delivery. Because we believe in fresh for everyone.
Hey, this is Steve Rummage, and I have one question for you. What good is having that beautiful home with that beautiful view if you can't see through the grit and grime of your windows? Or every time you try to open them, it feels like an extensive workout. Let's face it, you and your home deserve better. That's why I'm here to tell you about Windows Plus. They have the best free lifetime transferable warranty, best installation in town, quality products, doors, windows, siding, and gutters. They've also been voted most efficient in 2019 and have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, including all 5-star reviews, which means they're exactly what you've been looking for. So go visit them at 11501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
Great job, Steve.
Thank you.
Pining for the days of the traditional men's barbershop? Look no further than Big League Haircuts. Serving Louisville for the past 15 years with men in mind. Enjoy a professional haircut that includes shampoo, neck massage, and free neck trims between paid visits for men. All while watching your own personal TV in each chair. No uncomfortable upselling. It's all at one price. Use their convenient online check-in on Facebook and hit the Book Now link. 4 locations to conveniently serve all of Louisville. Play hard, look good with Big League Haircuts.
If you hear basketball's bouncing, that must mean the weather's getting colder, which also means you're getting ready to find out if your heating system is ready for the season ahead or headed to the bench. Right now from DFH, get 18-month special financing on a qualifying train system. It's hard to stop a train, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions, subject to credit approval.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you are ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maven or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back, thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life. And if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial pound law on your cell phone. That's pound 529, offices Louisville.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning, I'm Brian Hull. The Sports Center update brought to you by Mike's Car Wash. With unlimited plans from Mike's Car Wash, wash as often as you want. Open daily, 7 to 9. The number 11 ranked Louisville men's basketball team improved to 23-5 on the year with a 72-55 win over North Carolina at the Yum Center on Saturday, and they now await their new rank, which will come out today at noon. Cards are now set to face number 8 Florida State tonight in a matchup that should be two top 10 teams. That game is set to tip off at 7 p.m. tonight in Tallahassee. You can catch it on ESPN for TV, but be sure to catch all our pregame coverage right here on 93.9 The Ville starting around 6 p.m. with Marcus and Steve, and immediately following the game for the postgame show. Yesterday, the number 5 ranked Louisville women's basketball team improved to 25-3 on the year with a 79-47 win over Pittsburgh. Kylie Shook led the way for the Cards with 17 points and 10 rebounds. And up next for the Cards is a match against Boston College on Thursday at the KFC Yum Center at 6 p.m. You can catch that on the ACC Network. The number 10 ranked University of Kentucky men's basketball team improved to 22-5 on the year over the weekend with a 65-59 win over Florida, and they now prepare for a game at Texas A&M tomorrow at 7 p.m., which you'll be able to catch on ESPN. Yesterday, the Indiana Hoosiers improved to 18-9 on the year with a 68-60 win over number 9 Penn State. They now prepare for a matchup at Purdue on Thursday at 7 p.m. And last but certainly not least, the Louisville baseball team improved to 4-3 on the year after sweeping Valpo, winning 3-0 on Friday, winning 6-1 on Saturday, and winning 14-10 yesterday. Cards now prepare for a matchup against Xavier tomorrow at 3 p.m. at Jim Patterson Stadium. Keep it locked here. Middays with Marcus Maven is next. This is SportsCenter.
Nate's Painting is a full-service painting contractor in Louisville, providing residential and commercial painting services in Kentuckiana. They provide commercial painting to a variety of clients, including stores, restaurants, gyms, plus much more. We guarantee our work will be done professionally and with the least amount of disruption as possible. Nate's Painting even painted the studios here at ESPN Louisville, so trust the experts we trust. Nate's Painting. Mention ESPN Louisville for 10% off. Get your free estimate today. Call 502-572-6658 or visit Nate's Painting website at LouisvilleResidentialPainters.com.
Turn your love of the game into a lifelong career with a degree in sport administration from the University of Louisville. Work with experienced faculty, gain essential leadership skills, and learn to think critically about hot-button issues within the sports industry. U of L offers both a bachelor's and a master's program completely online, so you never have to miss a game. Get the ball rolling at louisville.edu/online.
Follow the leader, ESPN Louisville, your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and the best sports talk. Download the ESPN Louisville app today.
Come see and conquer today at Caesars Southern Indiana. Whether it's first pitch or opening tip, catch all the betting action on over 30 large screen TVs and enjoy your favorite games today with friends in the fan caves that offer a personal 86-inch television, tailgate food favorites, priority betting access, and much more. Come for the sports and stay for a betting experience like never before. It's all happening today at the Book at Caesars Southern Indiana.
Hi, this is Scott Davenport. I'm the head basketball coach at Bellarmine University, and I want to invite you to join me every Monday night from 7 to 8 p.m. on 93.9 The Ville, talking sports. All sports, all levels. Football, basketball, baseball, thoroughbred racing, golf, you name it, everything's on the table. This show is about you and your opinion. I may not agree with it, but I will respect it.
Monday evenings from 7 to 8 on 93.9 The Ville.
We always have our focus around here at ESPN Louisville. Not focus with an F, but with a PH.
Focus is our go-to drink when it's time for a pick-me-up around the office. Focus is a naturally energizing caffeinated sparkling water, so it's free of any of the bad stuff you find in sodas and energy drinks.
So pick up a Focus around Louisville at places like Kroger, Lucky's, Rainbow Blossom, Heine Brothers, Paul's Fruit Market, and CVS. And save 15% when you use code ESPN15 at drinkfocus.com. PHOCUS. Try it today.
This is Mark, OPC Services Studio. We got to finish up the grading segment because I'm sure there's people sitting here waiting with bated breath to see how their favorite player fared. So, Brian Hall, where did we leave off?
We got 4 players left. We got next up David Johnson, who played 28 minutes on 4 of 7 shooting. He was 1 of 2 from 3. He had 9 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 turnovers.
I thought David was great again, man. I'm telling you,
people are gonna get so mad.
I know, but I'm gonna give him an A- only because 4 turnovers. And I'm trying to harshly grade him a little more now. And I'm not just harshly grading him like for shot jock. Like, I mean, he had a couple things he did. It was a little, but
early on.
But gosh, man, I mean, it just changes everything. And I mean, he's not playing. I mean, 28 minutes. I mean, that's higher than he's been playing, but.
And we're talking 28 minutes of a 20-point lead, so it wasn't like it was locked in.
Right.
28-minute.
4 of 7. That's efficient, man. I mean, 9 points, 5 assists. That means he accounted for close to 20 points at least. I mean,
leave off the Malik drop passes.
Yeah, I mean, David,
or not drop, but not finishing.
David's just changing this team, man. Just what he does is just changing the team.
I'll give him a regular B. I'll give him a regular B
because you hate him.
And I'll say this:
you hate the team and the city.
He gets a regular B because I bragged on him so much to my dad.
You got him losing to a 15 seed too, don't you?
Yeah, Creighton. So
it'd be like a 2 or a 3,
right?
God,
I
hope that wasn't Freudian though, because we may play them in the Sweet 16. So.
No, I lost to Creighton, so Creighton and Gonzaga are
fair enough. But yeah, you bragged to your dad.
Yeah, about David Johnson, and he came out not lethargic, but
he wasn't great.
Yeah, he
like,
wasn't
I
great.
was a little. I got being the leading the charge that David Johnson should start charge on the air. In the first 5 minutes, I was like, well, I mean, it would have been worse. I felt that way. I was like,
for our guard play, he was an A. For what our previous guard play has been like, for his play, I think he would give himself a B.
Yeah,
or B
and
minus.
that's why I felt comfortable going with a minus on the A. It was like but he was still pretty good against Cole Anthony, against those guys. So
listen, around the boards, he he got the lobs where he took care of the ball when he had a chance to try to make some sweeping passes.
Yeah.
Found Jordan over there a couple of times with good look.
Yeah, man.
I like him. I like him attacking glass. He stayed out of foul trouble. Yeah, like he's a comfortable B.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
Again, his standards.
And when
B minus.
when you're a comfortable B, it makes everything work better.
Fair enough.
Sorry, I was getting bummed about the commercial we didn't record during the break.
Way to go, Brian. Thanks. Don't blame me.
That's what Pat got mad at me.
That's on Brian.
So first up, we got Dwayne Sutton, 31 minutes on 3 of 5 shooting, 2 of 3 from 3, 8 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers.
He had 8 points and 9 rebounds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, A.
I agree, man. I'm A all the way with him.
And listen to Roy Williams, dude, I love that dude. It made you realize, he ain't gonna be nowhere around. And you watch him late season, you're like, you watch Dwayne Sutton, and every time I see him, I look over at Jalen Withers and I say, "What are you doing with yourself?" I was injured. I just had a meniscus surgery.
Yeah.
We lost to Cincinnati. And when Jerry Eves kicked me out of the post-game locker room, I wasn't even playing.
Yeah.
I was in street clothes. And he looked at me, Coach Eves looked at me and said, "I don't care what you do. Just get out the locker room and go get some clothes." The game was over, Steve.
Yeah.
It was 9:00 at night.
Yeah.
I was in regular clothes. And he made Johnny go get me some basketball clothes. He might have put me in a full uniform.
That's funny.
They sent me down to the floor in Freedom Hall, like just shoot some free throws or anything.
just do something.
At 9, it actually is post game, so we're probably talking more 10, 15ish. 7 o'clock game.
Yeah.
It's probably 10 o'clock, Steve. We're at Freedom Hall. And he said, listen, they were still doing like post game. They were playing while I was shooting. There was a couple fans still lingering around, and they were cheering while I just shot warm-up shots down on the Freedom Hall floor. And they were playing Coach Crumb's press conference over the loudspeaker. Yeah. And I had to just shoot and jog around and shoot. But here's the thing. That's what I'm like now.
Uh-huh.
This many years later,
fair enough.
I look at Jalen Withers, and every time I see Dwayne leave a game with 9 rebounds, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you, like, during timeouts, you know how when you go to the court and people are playing full court, and when the ball's down at the other end, everybody trying to get cool and get a couple finger rolls in.
Get a quick bucket.
Yeah. That's what I think Jalen Withers should be doing in the middle of these games. On the court.
Get down to Mike and Drill while they're down on the
Yes. Yeah. You listen.
Dunks only.
We are about to lose so much, young man.
I know.
Player.
And you
guy.
have the skill set to replace. I mean, not replace
some of it.
But yeah, you're the guy that we're looking at to replace some of what this dude's doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like your body needs to be different. Your brain needs to be different. Like you need to look like a different person. You should be falling in love with the weight room. And I'm not talking about listen, everybody loves to do curls, but I'm talking about you need to be in full weight room, squat, leg, posture. You need to be in the lab, young fella.
Yeah.
Because like you're gonna have opportunities.
Right.
To replace and like I said, when you think about this guy, you got 3 regular season games left of him. Yeah. And every coach in America loves this guy because they go home at night and say, if they didn't have Dwayne Sutton, we'd have got him.
That's fair.
God, it's gonna make me sick. Hey, I'm never giving him less than an A for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
I don't even care what.
We can almost. We have 3 games left in the regular season. No, I'm not gonna say it. Because
No, he's the kid.
It's game day.
He doesn't have to come in and take exams.
I don't care. It's game day. I'll say that, and he'll have negative. He'll score a bucket for them on accident tonight at the buzzer.
I don't care. We're about to lose him. I don't care.
They threw it into Dwayne. Dwayne laid it up at the buzzer in Florida State's basket.
No, yeah, listen.
This is on me.
Somebody should have been better about grabbing him before he scored that bucket.
Fouling.
Yeah. It's up to you. Listen, he's loopy because he left his heart out there. He's not gotten oxygen to his brain, and it's because y'all made him work so hard.
Fair enough.
So if y'all helped him out, he wouldn't have done that.
I love it.
He gets A.
Hey.
Next up, we got Malik Williams. He played 31 minutes on 8 of 11 shooting, 1 of 2 from 3, 17 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, 1 turnover.
I don't know how he got 8 of 11 because through our recollections, there was at least 8 points. So that's 4 shots that
he's had 31 and 22 this week, and in my mind, he's missed 74 shots. Right.
We look at each other every single time he doesn't get from catching the ball up to the rim.
He's an A+. He's an A+ for me. Look, he had a
How
phenomenal
can you be so
week.
mad at him and he still be A+?
Because it's still amazing what he's doing. Like, it's still just look, and because we count makes as misses. When he catches that ball in the block and he goes up and he puts it off the backboard,
or that little sneak in shot,
we count that as a miss.
Yeah.
When I look at you and you look at me, we're like, okay, that's a miss.
Because we know that's going to be a miss later on.
Maybe.
That's what it is.
It might.
Malik sneaking that ball like in the.
I don't know that I
think
agree
about
with
it.
that,
He
though.
was wide open,
I know.
and he sneaks that ball just in the corner of the backboard and the rim, and it's just like, son, where is your confidence? And then the other play, he gets the bounce pass from David and goes up and dunks it exactly like he's supposed to do, and we say, and you turn to me and you say, it's that play right there that has me so upset with him.
I know.
All the rest of the time.
I know.
I watched you catch the ball, go up strong, dunk it with a guy coming your way.
Listen, if he does it again tonight, I may just unbook my Tampa hotel. Because if he continues the play that he gave me last week,
Florida State's big man tough though.
That's my point. Like if he can continue that level, like if Louisville, if he plays tonight and Louisville wins a game or even loses a close game, And we'll get into all of that. But, I mean, if he comes up tonight with 14 and 10 or something like that, I'm like, look, it's on now. It's on. So we'll see. But A+ for me. Yeah, great week. I'm coupling this whole week together. Just great game, great week.
I'll give him a. That's it.
No. Listen, I'm in the class across the hall, and I'm like, no. You complain so much about our bigs and all this stuff that we need to do. When they start giving us this type of production, I'm like, Marcus, I've watched you yell at that young student, and that young student just missed one question on his test, and you were like, yeah, but you missed that question.
Yeah, I got more expectations out of that student.
Right. Well, you know what? I'm turning you in.
You feel like I'm
turning you in. Yeah,
mismanaging my student.
Yeah,
A.
Abuse to the students.
A. It's not A+.
Sorry, it's A++.
You got a lot more going.
It was awesome.
And last but certainly not least, we have Jordan Wara, 31 minutes on 7 of 15 shooting, 3 of 7 from 3, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, no blocks, no assists, 2 turnovers.
A+ for me. It was one of his best all-around games, man. It's the way you answer back this week. The team and individuals, mostly him. The team.
Marcus, before you answer, I just want to remind you that Mom and Auntie are listening.
Right. Fair enough. I mean, that's an All-American.
B-.
You're crazy. You do not mean that. That's ridiculous.
Let me just let that linger out there for a while.
No, I'm not going to.
Jordan,
let it
B-.
I refuse to let it linger. I'm just going to go bah.
Jordan in transition.
Yeah.
I didn't like his Euro step.
Listen, man. Now, what I will say.
That was a terrible pass, Kawhi.
Listen. What I will say.
He's an A.
He was an A+. But let me say this. Jordan, as a guy who grew up here his entire life.
Oh.
Yeah.
A-.
Okay.
A-.
Yeah.
Oh, good point. Good point,
Let
Steve.
me warn you going forward.
Oh, yes, great point.
Never. And I'm not, this isn't threatening. I'm telling you for your own good.
Yes, good point, Steve.
Never make the comment about they can go cheer for somebody else ever again. It can, that type of comment can come back to haunt you.
Oh, my God.
And
you catch the right people in the right mood.
I cringed so hard when he said that because I was like, because Jordan is a great kid,
right?
Like I get so angry at people sometimes when they use a selfish.
He's drinking and in the bars.
I know, and I'm
he's
like,
not focused on it.
I'm like, this kid is one of the best human beings we've ever had on the team. So I just say, man, that type of comment though can haunt you. Because this
had there not been Kentucky, Louisville, Wilder, like had it not been all had it been a slow news day?
Yeah.
You do that.
Oh, it's going to get played again.
You do that on a Wednesday?
Yeah.
You do that on a Wednesday?
I know.
And Thursday is all about that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Look, and I'm okay.
We knew what you meant. We knew where you were coming from.
I'm okay with you feeling that way. I really am. Because, look, you don't have any ties here. I get it. Like, I get it.
Yeah, but there's a pride in people who move here and call this place home.
I know, man.
And it's like, you're still you're a adopted son of the city. We adopt you.
And you will be.
But you can't come, look, you're adopted and we take care of you. But don't be complaining because you're not in the will first day. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those.
This city has never rejected a player for bad play.
Right?
Ever.
Right?
Like you can get into a big game.
Say names, Steve.
Garcia?
No, give me names of players that didn't play well.
Oh, they didn't play well?
Of bad players that never got rejected.
Oh, yeah, right. No, I'm not going to do that. But like, this city's never rejected a player for a bad game. Like I said, Garcia got locked down in the Final Four game. Nobody cares about that.
They were tough.
Are you kidding me?
They were tough.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like, dude. And no, and you're wrong. VJ, that's wrong. If VJ King come back here, if VJ was sitting on the sideline, this place would stand in ovation. Hey, man, look, you had a rough go.
Yeah, but you gave it 3 years.
I know.
We saw the frustration.
Nobody catches that. But they have rejected great players for comments that you make or things that you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that was a comment that I was like, man, I hope somebody grabs him and just says, hey, man, wouldn't say that like ever again.
Ever again.
Yeah, ever
Yeah,
again.
yeah. And like I said, I'm just talking about the psychology of the don't challenge don't challenge the fan base who is not happy with your play.
Yeah.
Or
and listen. And I'm saying rejected long terms. Because, see, Wayne Blackshear, I disagree. If Wayne Blackshear showed up here, people would give him a standing O, and they'd be like, he turned it on,
who's
man.
the closest to getting rejected for bad play?
For bad play?
No, Steve, don't think about it. You know exactly who it is.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, you're right.
I mean, because, look, Kyle Couric did nothing against Kentucky and rarely did anything in the tournament. That's the two things that can get you excommunicated in the city of Louisville quicker than anything.
I'm really trying to think of somebody who's just like, when you say his name, it's like, that, God, I hate him. You know what I'm saying? Just awful play.
You know what? My cousin just texted me one. That's probably the closest I've ever saw. Edgar Sosa. He may be the one that would be the and still, if Sosa showed up, people would.
But
cheer
he
for
didn't.
Sosa.
Yeah, you know what? To me, it felt like he didn't buy into the city.
It drove me nuts, anyways, because I thought Edgar was a little better than people gave him credit. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I just don't know how much he bought into.
Right.
Yeah, and don't do that, Texter. You're wrong.
Yeah, but
that has nothing to do with play.
No, and what I'm saying is that you just have a nasty taste in your mouth. Because, like, even I know people are joking or whatever, but you see Honest on there, you see Dingadale. It's like, nah, man, if they show back up, you'll cheer them right now. You'll cheer those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but long term, there's a name I could give, and I'm not going to give it. But there was a name that played that was an awesome player that, I mean, was All-American caliber player.
Mm-hmm.
That went lottery. That's the last one we'll give it. Then when you bring his name up, people are like, played multiple Elite Eights, won conference titles. And when you say his name, people are like, oh, God. Oh. Just because it was like, God,
You're right. Yeah. Your disposition.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I feel that way,
right?
But that's my point, man. Like, it's just like people will do that. So, whole point is, with
be careful about who you're
Jordan,
taking on.
I would have watched that comment.
And here's the thing, because that was a locker room against the world comment, right?
Yeah.
But you have to include your locker room and your city.
Yeah.
Not city, community.
Yeah.
It's us against the world, not our locker room against everybody here local. Because it's like, I'm offended, if somebody says, like when somebody says, no media even likes to talk Louisville. If I'm in the room, I'm gonna have a sit down. Yeah. And that's like saying, oh, you're a fair weather friend, you're a fair weather fan, Marcus, or the school, you're a fair weather supporter. I'm gonna say, come again?
Right, man.
Like you better ask somebody about me and then apologize to me later on.
Yeah, it's different, man. Yeah.
Because I didn't keep the wolves off your back.
Right.
Jake, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, that name Steve wanted to mention, I know who it is. It's got to be Dingadale.
Dingadale.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, he blew that game for us at Virginia, and I don't believe nobody in the city of Louisville will forget him. And that's a fact.
That is kind of a good point.
That is funny.
That's a decent point.
That is funny.
All right, man. You have a good day, and I'll hang up and listen.
Listen, I appreciate the call. I mean, think about it. You didn't even get kill Christian Cunningham. That was quite possibly going to be the biggest win in 10 years.
Oh yeah.
If you beat Zion and the super team, that was Duke.
Yeah.
And listen, Christian Cunningham was sitting right in the Yum Center, and everybody got up and cheered as soon as they showed him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
And like I said, he had 3 of like the biggest turnovers late that you could theoretically, if you wanted to get mad and get a scapegoat, he was that guy. I mean, he owned it.
It wasn't Dingadale, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Dingadale.
Either you know or you don't.
Right.
Just leave it at that.
Listen, you said Elite Eight.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
I'll tell you what, we'll take our last commercial break. We'll talk a little pregame Florida State. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
Hello, Kentuckiana. This is Greg Galliett, Executive Vice President of the Louisville Bats baseball team. I want to take a moment to tell you about my good friends at Fitness Market and Treadmill Medic. I've worked with a great team at Fitness Market and Treadmill Medic for many years now, not only for sales and service for the Louisville Bats, but for also my personal home gym. I got to know Chris and Patrick Wider and their company Treadmill Medic almost 20 years ago when we needed service for our Louisville Bats training center. Treadmill Medic not only provides the best commercial sales and service in this area, but their 2 Fitness Market retail locations can help with any home fitness needs you may have. In fact, I just added an amazing exercise bike from Fitness Market to our home family gym, and I wouldn't have gone anywhere else. I know a good team when I see one, and I encourage you to go visit the team of Fitness Market and Treadmill Medic for all of your commercial and home gym needs.
Visit Fitness Market on Westport Road just inside the Snyder, or Plantside Drive in Waterston Trail, or online at thefitnessmarket.com.
Are you ready to sell your home? Well, there couldn't be a better time. Houses are going for top dollar and selling quickly. You need to call Jill Blessinger with Keller Williams. She has a team of professionals that will help you sell your home quickly and get the most for it. She is a professional home stager and photographer. And when you're ready to buy, she works with Becky Bleemel of Caliber Home Loans. She makes the loan process very simple. And if you mention you heard this on Middays with Marcus Maben or ESPN, your appraisal is absolutely free. So give Jill a call today at 502-773-0546. That's 502-773-0546. And let her help you today.
Most shoppers today fall into one of 2 categories. You could be like Dave, who settles for nothing but the fine.
Good to go.
I've only European luxury sedans, wear the finest Italian leather shoes.
Steve Rummage here. Louisville basketball is back in action tonight when the Cards take on Florida State. And for the most pre- and post-game coverage, keep it locked right here on ESPN Louisville. Be sure to join Marcus Maben at 6 p.m. for the Louisville basketball pregame show. That show will be on show. Hang on. Why did they type it like this? Yeah,
it's Pat.
There's like a big space here, and then it's like down here, and I'm like, is that a different?
Oh no, Pat was getting on me. He was like, "Did Steve told me he was going to record that in the break?" I was like, "I didn't know about it, man. Sorry."
Let me start that again because it's all run. This is supposed to all run together, and it's like in the middle. So I was like, is that something different? All right, whatever. Screw it. Steve Rummage here. Louisville basketball is back in action tonight when the Cards take on Florida State. And for the most pre- and post-game coverage, keep it locked on ESPN Louisville. Be sure to join Marcus Maben at 6 p.m. for the Louisville basketball pregame show on all ESPN Louisville stations as we take you right up to tip. Then immediately after the game, it's the Coors Light postgame show with Ethan Moore. We're the first place in town that will take your calls. Hear live from Chris Mack, Player Sound, and more. If it's Louisville basketball, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville. My bad. I was running out of breath.
You're good. Dying in here, man. We're good. Now I won't get in trouble.
.501 Plantside Drive in Louisville, Kentucky, or call 502-494-0120. Again, that's Windows Plus, so make the call.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's Two for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest's premier hair treatment center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand. From the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago, I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com, that's hairsurgery.com, and tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
This is Drew Diener, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville, live from the OPC Services Studio.
It's middays with Marcus Maven, 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. Brian, go ahead and pull that down so we can keep it rolling. Seattle Paul, thanks for joining us on Morning with Marcus Maven. Fire away.
Hey, guys. You guys are talking about some players, and I'm going to mention a dude who is from these parts, actually. Played at a certain Rainier Beach high school, led our team to a number 1 overall team. I think it was the first year that they did the number 1 overall seed at concept. And it was, his senior year, and just got completely laid an egg against Michigan State. I almost cried that year when we lost because I thought we were the best team.
Right.
And that dude just did not show up. Granted, I think they put their best defender. Who was it? Denzel Valentine, I think?
Yep.
Or was it Draymond?
That wasn't the Draymond team, I don't think.
No, I think that was Denzel Valentine, right? And they had somebody, they just basically played Will all day long, and he couldn't do it. But I just think he didn't show up that game. And we had the best team that year.
So you kept a grudge against them?
Oh yeah, man. I was like that we should have won the championship that year.
Steve, Seattle Paul mentions. You said what? Seattle Paul suggested Terrence Williams is his guy that he's never really forgave.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
I was more worried about turning the phone line off.
That's
This is
one.
still on there.
That's one guy. I'm not saying who it is, yes or no. But
that's an interesting perspective.
That would be an interesting perspective.
Appreciate the call, Seattle Paul. Yeah. Okay, Steve. I pushed it off long enough. Thoughts on the importance? Let me open up the phone lines because, like I said, we still got a little bit of time for people to jump in here. 8150-939, or I'll say it better, 815-0939 or 3831-939. I'm on the YouTube channel, a little more active now because now we're into Florida State conversation. Steve, before we get into the weeds of this conversation, let me tell you Twitterverse. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Last night, I tagged Steve in one of my hypothetical questions. Would you sacrifice next year's Florida State football game for this one that pretty much puts you in the ACC championship, category?
No.
Right. No, I'm saying Twitterverse.
Yeah.
I get your answer. Twitterverse was just as Twitterverse was just as smart as you when you said no.
But listen, I will say this one was tougher though than because I'm not giving football games away.
Right. And you knew where I was coming from with the emotion of the moment.
But tonight could be a conference championship.
An ACC regular season conference championship.
Yeah.
So
a lot of ranked teams went down today or this weekend. The 1 and 2 lines have opened up a little bit again,
Right.
Yeah.
But again, prisoner of the moment, Louisville fan. Think about it. This poll 10 years ago, no way would someone have hung on to a football game over a basketball game?
I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. I mean, that was only 2010. I don't know. Unless it was Cragthorpe around the time. Maybe not.
Charlie's first year?
Yeah. Maybe.
The first year.
Maybe the
first year you would have sacrificed the Charlie win for some basketball wins. But you get, okay, from that point, we'll say in the recent 10 years, now that the school officially, the fan base officially knows not to give up any football wins. Because that's your belief in your football program.
Yeah.
Like your expectation. Like if you were 9-1 next year, you'd be like, yeah.
Right.
After you saw, what are you, 8-3 this year regular season?
Yeah.
You go 8-3 next year. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't, after an 8-3 year, you don't sacrifice any football games because now you think you can actually win in football. And you watch Lamar Jackson do his thing.
That's my thing.
And you watch Tutu Atwell do his thing. And you watch Kate Cunningham do his thing, and you watch Mekhi Becton do his thing, and you watch Marshawn Ford do his thing, and you watch Des Fitzpatrick do his thing.
I know.
My running back,
Javian Hawkins.
And Javian Hawkins,
yeah. I mean, yeah. No, I'm with
you.
we
passed the point of giving up any football game,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Yeah.
And like I said, I threw that line out there just to see if basketball fan was just stuck in, I want this win over Florida State so bad. Because that mean you would have been insecure, and I mean that in a way like we want respect. And no, in basketball you feel like you got enough respect that you would like to beat Florida State. You want to go there, beat them real bad, but it's not a crushing.
Listen, in the big scheme of things, I mean, nothing tomorrow is going to, nothing that happens tonight
is going to interrupt the ultimate goal.
The ultimate goal tomorrow. I mean, because even if Florida State wins the game, I can say, well, that's a tough matchup. Good news is you're not going to get matched up with them in the tournament until the Elite Eight or Final Four, so whatever.
Right.
But with that being said, you're going into an arena that's sold out. You're going into an arena
that's already sold out. That's not a figure of speech.
You're going into an arena where they've won 22 straight games. It's a lot of basketball games. And I think actually it goes deeper than that. I think they've lost one out of like 28 or 30 or something like that.
That was us.
So, right. So, to David Padgett and the Cardinals. But, man, if you win tonight and look good, you know what I mean? Because you can look good and barely win a game tonight. Because, I mean, this is a good team. It's a Final Four caliber Florida State team.
I'm not going to have crispness judgment against Florida State. If you grind it and that final score is 41-37, I am going to be like, that was the toughest minded team I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah,
this will be LSU, Alabama 3-0.
There's no win that can even shake me in any kind of today. I mean, or not, you know.
Right,
I don't
sloppy play.
I don't care.
No.
Hey, 3 foul outs for Florida State. Sorry, good dub. Get on out of here. But I'm curious to see the team left today. First off, I want to see what you think about that.
That's what I expect.
Really?
Yeah.
They never leave on game day. They leave the day before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. We play in a couple of hours.
I know. Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
I know, yeah.
It threw me off.
Yeah, they left today. That's interesting.
What do I think about that?
Last time they traveled on game day was Kentucky. They didn't shoot the ball with the crap. So I was kind of like,
what do I think about that?
I didn't love it. I was like, get on out here yesterday. I'm going to fly out last night.
Yeah, don't sit my guys in this rain up here.
I know. They can fly out today, though. So early this morning, I think. So, and granted, I mean, I know they're chartered. They're not waiting in an airport. They're getting there. They're leaving. They're going to Tallahassee and probably, Tallahassee's the top of Florida, so probably an hour tops. You're there.
I mean, you get food and you get good sleep, and you get there and you probably go straight to shoot around.
Yeah.
Loosen up your joints. Go eat. They're probably starving too.
Yeah.
Go get you some food. Go sleep.
But do they take, and here's my question. It's not even really a question. This is my question to the team, so it's almost impossible to answer. Even though it doesn't win it for sure, you have to take a championship mentality into tonight. Because man, if you win tonight, man,
you can't get buzzsawed.
You're in. No, that would be terrible. Oh, no, I think Florida State's due a loss, too.
Matt, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, man?
Hey, I really wasn't joking when I quoted Major League the other day. I mean, 3 games is a winning streak.
Right.
And, we just came off of 10, lost 2, and then, tonight. It doesn't feel like Big East to y'all, Big Monday. It's kind of got that kind of feel, don't it?
It does, yep.
I mean, and look, we just came off the quadruple sweep of Tobacco Road. We took care of North Carolina, the whole state of North Carolina. Thank you. But look, Florida State, they shot the ball really good here. They did. They really did.
I
don't think
one of their best in the year.
I don't know. I know, man, and I think the defense will be a lot tougher. This is the first go. What do they set? They set 3 goals. Well, we do. Louisville does 3 goals. Conference championship, conference tournament, and the NCAA. Them are your 3 goals. And tonight, we can stay one step closer and a game and a half above Florida State if we win this game. And this game is big. And they should think that going in.
Yeah.
And I hang up and listen to y'all, man. Go Cards, baby. Let's get this win tonight.
Yeah, good. Hey, good call, Matt.
Good call.
Because I agree, man. I agree.
First texter does not like the fly out on.
I don't love it either. So I mean, like I'm with you. I think sometimes you can overstate how much that means, or doesn't mean. But I'm just not a huge fan. I'm like, get there. But they finished the game on Saturday night at 6:00. There's the logistics to that I understand can be with the team and stuff. I understand, man. But
I don't know, because you remember right after the game, I was like, get those guys off this win and get them out of town.
Yeah.
I was saying that go home and pack up.
I know.
And we'll see you. We'll see you first thing in the morning, Sunday morning.
I know.
And we're out of here.
Listen, we see now we did have DJ, and actually he played a lot in that Florida State game.
And I think I was mad because I was like, "Oh, you finally playing DJ in this tough game."
I know. And here's what I did say though. These are the games Louisville wins, and when I say Louisville, I say the attitude, the city, the everything that comes
Hunter.
with. Yes, we're going into an arena that they haven't lost in 22 games. It's sold out. How many times have we watched this game before? They're like, man, Louisville's coming in. And look, it's sellout. Louisville's a big-time team. This is the game they've been waiting on.
You realize Duke was a
college game day.
Yeah.
Look, Florida State tonight. They're bringing in 5-star Kennedy Chandler. Like they're bringing in their big dogs tonight. Like this is their game. Like Louisville's coming to town. When Louisville comes to town, that's one of your biggest games of the year, no matter what they are, and they're good this year. But these are just how many times have we watched this game? And you know what I'm saying. This is just the type of games that the city of Louisville wills to a win, where it's like, no, this is a win. And I don't love the matchup at all for Louisville,
Yeah, just factually.
But at the end of the day, you're a 2.5-point dog, which means they would probably favor you by 1 or 2 on a neutral court. Listen to this. I'm going with my sports intuition, and it just feels like they're going to go in there and claw one out tonight. Like it feels that way to me. Like, and I hate to even say it because I almost don't like. I'm with you on game day. Sometimes I'm like, they can't win, right? But it just something feels like they're going to go in there tonight and get this just like it's felt all year, and you couldn't explain it. Even when they went on a 2-game losing streak, it was like they're still going to win the conference. And there's been something that's felt that way all year long, and I think tonight is. This team feels special.
Where do you watch the game at?
My house.
Is it just a house?
Not moving. This should be an out game. This should be a go out game. This is one you want to be around people, man.
I don't think we've lost when I've been out somewhere.
I'm telling you, this is a game where you want to be out amongst friends, and when I say friends, on game days,
I'm not
we're all
watching
friends.
1 second in here.
No.
I am not watching 1 second in the studio. But the pregame show will start at 6 o'clock on the dot.
And here's my dilemma today. The wife works 7 to 7 tonight. She's in overtime in the ER. At 3 o'clock, I'm going to find out. She may get canceled. If she gets canceled, I'm in here with you. And then I'm probably going to Outer Loop and just watching the game. If she don't, then I got the baby. And I just don't need that. I can't take a baby out of public.
You get the baby, Steve.
I'll
got the baby.
No, I'll drop kick. God bless his heart. I'll drop kick him through the window. Out in public like that.
Chris, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
Hey, Steve, you know this line's recorded. You can't be saying stuff like that.
Right. No, I totally, no, it's like, yeah, I mean, I totally am, like, God forbid, last night my son tripped and fell, and I have never seen a baby's head hit a Hope chest this hard.
Oh, no.
Oh, just right on his cheek, dude. I mean, he dropped back like somebody just punched him right, uppercutted him, dude. And I'm thinking, I'm like, I say this stuff on the air, and then I'm going to walk around with a baby with a massive purple bruise on his cheek, and they're going to be like, you idiot. Did Louisville lose last night? Oh, my God.
He really did.
So, no, Chris, dude, you're 100% right. Like, I agree.
Hey, you guys were talking about them traveling today. I think with them being such an older team and them getting to sleep in their bed one more night and not having to go up there and deal with all the crazy, because it's going to be crazy up there right now. I think Chris did a good job of keeping them home and just getting them there and being all about business when they first get there. And then secondly, this kind of feels nice that we're actually hunting someone right now. We've been the hunter for that 12-game streak that we were on. People were coming in and hunting us. And this time tonight, our guys get to go and be the hunter. So let's see how they do with being a little hungry and getting to hunt after somebody.
No, listen,
Chris, appreciate it, man.
Appreciate the call.
I like that theory.
Yeah.
like
I said, I've mixed both up, in my days, and it didn't really it was like, yeah, we just got here, I don't think I've ever even noticed if it was game day or pre, because you always have so much time. You're like, hey, Johnny, I'm going tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah, well, because it's to be 11:54. They've been there for 2-3 hours,
right? And to be fair, it's like one more night. Like I said, why not? Yeah. Like I get what you're saying. You break the routine. I don't like it. But,
I like the rhythm of just waking up and playing.
Yeah, and you know your team. Like either they care or they don't. Either they show up or they don't.
Right.
That shouldn't matter.
Because I mean, even truth be told, I mean, even the game they traveled at Kentucky. I mean, outside of